I figure I needed to write a love song. It seems mandatory if you plan to live long. This game of sound wave ping pong, radio jousting over YouTube, and hijacking your Bluetooth. But everyone still expects you to cut loose at least once and spill your guts and sing the blues over a broken heart that you thought you'd never lose. So here we go, just let me hit the snooze, cause depression is coming next, or at least soon. Of course, as a man, I can never really understand how a woman will never get why I never want to be part of that plan. Sounds like I'm scared of commitment? No shit, you ever been committed to this asylum, bitch? Anyway, I'm probably getting ahead of myself. We better back up and organize the whole shelf before we pack up. So what really comes first and how does it all stack up? Well, if you don't know that, then you're in luck. You already dodged a good number of hack stand-ups and backward hang-ups. So let's just get started with the most obvious shame dumps. Oh damn girl, you look like I could jerk off between your butt cheeks for about 3 weeks before I kick you out into the streets and skeet all over the next piece of raw meat. Well, not me, but you know what I'm talking about, right, little Miss Piggy? Believe it, I graduated from the Kermit the Frog School of Acting. I can hack, slash, and harass my way through any conversation down into the grass. Cough, smoke, and laugh while I raise my staff. Come on, you must have got that. Don't make me summon a giraffe or half-ass any sentimental bullshit if all you're looking for is a back scratch. I actually don't mind scratching your back gently at no expense as long as I don't have to carry a blackjack in my backpack just to attack anyone who talks about your ass crack. Trust me, the last thing any sensible guy wants is his battles being plotted by a Mon Calamari a la Akbar Jungle Voodoo Safari. It's a fucking trap, bitch! And if she was expecting a Ferrari, just tell her to jump into that old Lincoln and then use it for a stunt show on America's Most Wanted. Don't worry, miss, I'll try to sympathize with the ladies in a moment, but first there's a whole list of grievances piling up from the boys back in the Senate, and they want answers before someone starts fucking the vacuum at the dentist. That one might even seem obvious, but of course you tell us otherwise, so we need to stay on top of this. Lies, lies, lies. I know all too well how few truths I tend to tell to anyone, even my own blood kin. I lie to my mama almost every day, but I still trust her, so what's the difference between me, him, and a buster? Or a scrub? You don't want scrubs, I know that. Beyonce told my sister all about it before my balls dropped. At least I think it was. I still know you don't want me hanging on the passenger side of Austin Powers ride trying to holla at you like, groovy, baby. Let me just moonwalk by your side wearing a silk hide until you finally say maybe. Believe me, I know you just want to smack the motherfucker right then and there, but then it's like, bitch, what the fuck, lady? We're getting there, but I still got faxes coming in from Anne Boleyn telling me that, oh, Henry wants more of this shit figured out before we settle in. So just give me like 5, 10, or 15 more hours before I get back to you. You know how it is. Thankfully, I can't read minds yet, so all your ideas are protected from my eyes, and a game of 20 questions soon multiplies, otherwise it divides down into a fraction and it kills the vibe. So, now that we've covered the only thing we actually do know, that looks due, Maddie, you stank-ass hoe, don't fucking lie to me unless you're willing to date Danny DeVito after a chunky cheese chili bean burrito. Saying you would only makes it less believable. Beauty may or may not be on the inside, but our brains don't want a chance that our kids might get tossed aside because they look like they probably should have just died instead. I know it sounds fucked up in the head. It's cause we all are, we know this, we praise it, yet we still look to the stars. I don't mean the ones above our heads at night, I mean the red carpet and the fast cars and the tight bars in sight. If you can accept that this is two different things, that you're still superficial just for your own mood rings, then we might actually get along and get past these mood swings. But until then, I know I still look better than you to most men. Now, assuming that you and I can actually look at each other for some time without feeling like it's one of those mutant hairless poodles that are so ugly they look cute, like Gollum rolling as a third wheel to the chicken coop, then what? Well, we're not even close to done with superficial. It's not just looks, it's also mental. It's anything you can observe quickly that has no potential to change in a way that seems detrimental. You might even wonder if you hated them or worry that it was the other way around and now you're just spiraling down into a well of uncertainty and looking for new friends while guessing if you just lost eternity. It might even be easy to handle if you had a short break between each battle in time to organize your ammo before I run into a woman who's become a literal phobia that can gaze through my camo. So I just run now, but I can't get far because there's a fucking Loch Ness monster lurking around the corner and I know it's not her. It's me losing my marbles or going bananas. I'm stuck between a rock, a hard place, a hot grill, and Ned Flanders. Just give me that bill and the chicken sandwich, and I was talking to the other guy who can't decide where to put a thing on a fucking plate. Sorry, chill. It's nothing personal, we're all just trying to keep ourselves from going mental, but trying to guess what someone else might be thinking is worse than being turned into a Ken doll. Just slow down and think about it. We know that no one's perfect, so we can only hope that the problems are within our limits to cope with or handle in a way we can approach like a fucking cockroach. Shield your heart with a pin-shaped brooch from a nuclear wave of pain followed by the cloud of disdain. It'll get inside of your brain and stay there for days, even weeks on end, until you find out that they never even noticed that you cared enough to make time to spend. They say God works in mysterious ways. I say he's hoping that this new invention of his pays for itself without any intervention or need for a mechanical overhaul. It's just us and days of thinking of a phone call. Who from or what for is the fine line between a ray of sunshine or a storm cloud dropping landmines. To save time, we can skip through the list down to number 9. The last 7 were all stupid shit like what sort of clothing line or music chimes into your soul, whether it's rock and roll or dirty rhymes. Like I said, that's all very superficial, even if it's part of you or me or that guy. It's something I can analyze in a flash of the blink of an eye, and I know it probably won't change before I die, so it fits the profile, wouldn't you say so, cutie pie? Moving on, now that we've opened that can, we got more shit to settle if anyone hopes to make a plan. If you've ever wondered what's going on in the mind of the ape man, it's all around, just take a look. Some of us might be smart, but I still can't help climbing a rope with a hook when it seems to be so close, so take note if you find yourself climbing the same chain that I broke. It's no joke, you've probably done it yourself, drowning in dank smoke and drunk texting at 2 a.m. like you just had a lobotomy, or saying one stupid thing that makes it less of a romantic comedy and more of an interview with Ted Bundy. Al Bundy. Oh, Peg, I won't have sex with you unless you're in drag, or you get Marcy Darcy over here with Jefferson and that blonde chick half naked in prom wigs. Where's Bud? He should see this too. And of course, you might have no idea what this means, so fuck you. You see, my soulmate is my equal, I know that much, and I know they won't back up or grind their clutch over my affinity for speaking my mind like an educated yet needlessly obscene nut. I'm all game to joust with tongues if that's what it takes, but if you want a man to behave, just get a dog. He'll love you his whole life if you feed him real hog, and really, in a way, that's more real love than I think I've ever found through my trip in this world. But of course, I still got way too much of this ahead of me to go back and keep looking around at the bar for this girl. Again, this covers many different things. If you think you can make an agreement of some kind, you might still win. If all you really want is someone to be true, then consider what you're willing to lose to make do. I really wish I could just lie to you and promise to love you forever, but that's just mumbo jumbo. And if you're in the same zone as me, you might even see that being able to tell me what you can't be could make this work so much easier than hoping for a fantasy that just turns out how you want them to anyway. In tragedy, it's exciting and dramatic, and it has majesty. I can only hope that I feel this way forever, like a boring old family TV show that never ends, something I could depend on, that it would become as easy to read on you or me as the color of your nails or the band on your sweater or the brand of steak I can grill better than $100 plate at the 5-star White Sheep Estate for professional bedwetters. Look, I can see it in your eyes and your walk, it's not just tough talk, there's more to this shit than a fake-ass lion asking if I can hear a little bitch kitten roar. Man, even my old little furball could have clawed some eyes out if they fucked with his tuna. Less said is much more when hoping that nothing happens sooner or later, or even forgetting what day it is until you need a paycheck. I need my motherfucking tuna too, cracking cans of anchovies and Lucky every other day, just to bury another man moment. Still, I hate to say that's about all I can say about this right now, so let's try to turn this around. I'll do my best to put myself into the mind of a woman who just wants to find a lady or a man to treat her right and be there all night and not beat her ass if she doesn't get the coffee right. Sound tight? Go ahead, bystanders, laugh or smirk, you never seen it, did you? You're lucky to be alone if that's all you've been through, but I won't just stop now. It's too late to back out without the new Ghostbusters learning about this and trying to scam me into marrying one of them. Ouch, I know I might, dude. Desperation, no amount of axe dark temptation can hide the mask of a man with a dark imagination. So I might as well put it to good use for the greater good. I'm a lady now, on my way into the hood. I got my fucking taser strapped and locked to stun alley rats and bat shits and tomcats. Most of these guys are kinda fat, but at least some of them are really nice, and most of them are already asking for a list of meaningless facts and offering arbitrary advice, so maybe he likes me, but I'm not sure, so I won't say much until I learn more. Wait a minute, this one actually looks good, and he's nice, and he seems cool too, he's even in a good mood. I mean, I don't care if he's cool, but people like him, he must be nice then, kinda funny too, but not too much where it's weird or rude. He even talked to me and asked if I could copy a link with a hotkey. I know it's not as romantic as a phone call, but no one does that anymore. We all just use Facebook. That's normal, right? I hope so, otherwise I just might be wasting my time, but I don't have much to lose, so I'll give it a try. OMG, OMG, I need to pee, and then I need to show my friends that he might like me. Seriously, but wait. Maybe not, it's not really a date, he just wants to talk. What the fuck does that mean? That other guy wanted to go to the bar, and if I turn him down for this, I'll be too far. I'll be behind and miss the whole party, cause I think I might be losing my mind. Well, obviously I can't really say it's amazing or anything, or I'll just look crazy, so I'll just say he wanted to hang out, I guess, but I don't know if that's just him being lazy. Why else would he want to do that or spend any time alone with me if not to get a hold of me for the same reason anyone else told me? I know better than this, but I guess I should just wait and see what he says before hoping for a kiss. Tick-tock, dude. It's been days now. I got 5 other guys saying, hey, yo. Wait a minute, what if I just ask him? No, and no. That seems too bold, I guess, or too coming on too strong. Wait, didn't he already ask me? Like days ago when I sarcastically implied that I was down for a laugh and a drink, but maybe I should have said when or where, or maybe I just need a shrink? No, he would have done that himself by now if he really cared. I mean, if he was thinking about this as much as I was, then I wouldn't have waited so long in the first place hanging on to this same buzz. Okay, now I'm officially insane. He just messaged me again, but it's 2 in the morning and he sounds drunk and I don't even know what to say, so I'll just get back to this later when I feel more awake. Oh god, what do I say? I can't tell if he's being serious or just rambling or made a stupid mistake. I mean, which would be worse? Probably the second thing. If he was just making this up, then I wouldn't want to be with him anyway, but if he's not, then that's pretty fucked up. What the fuck should I say, or do, or don't? I don't want to make it worse or turn it into a bad joke, so maybe I'll just talk to him later when we're both more stoked. Well, he did say he just wanted to talk again, but this just feels broken now. It's not the same as when we first met and everything was turning out for the best. I guess he still might want that, but now it's not so simple. I used to just worry about pimples and making it to school with my peoples, but now this shit feels more real and I should probably just back off and let him handle it. I think he can, and he didn't really say anything that weird. It just came out of nowhere like a backhand. It almost felt rude, but why else would he be doing this? He's trying not to push me. He just wants to talk and it's ruining me. Okay, I'm fine. I can deal with this shit. Just give it some time and see how he handles it. And if he's still cool when I see him, then I might be able to salvage it, but it's still not the same, is it? And what about my shit? I don't want him to know about what I left behind when I jumped ship and came here to find a better gold mine to sit on. He said we could just be friends at work, but that's not what it seems like when I look. Stop looking, that's what it says right there, but not really. What the fuck is wrong with me? Alright, I'm fine. I can deal with this tomorrow. Now go the fuck to sleep before you start to feel sorrow. It's coming down on me already, and the bittersweet thought of what I just lost is actually helping. I feel like my muscles are melting. Even if I'm alone, this blanket is more soothing than any other body could ever be. Except, no, never. Ever. It's too late now, so just move on and forget it. Okay, here we go, just another day at work hosting the show. This can't be that bad, what's the worst that could happen? We're expecting a giant earthquake soon anyway, so I should probably be more worried about that than getting my way. I just want to get past this so I can think more clearly about how to approach what might still be a Mayday. Wait, he looks fine. It's like nothing happened. Maybe he was lying. Or maybe he's just really good at hiding it, but then why would he say anything? Why describe it? Why don't I say anything? I've basically just been ignoring him for days for no reason, and there's only so many ways he could have asked me something without it seeming like I was being harassed. 2 messages, that was it. Jesus fuck, well that sucks. Now I'm just a crazy bitch and he's probably got a whole trainload of bitches to fuck, so whatever, sucks to be me like usual, I get it. I'll knock him out at the bar later, I got this. There's plenty of fish in the sea and I'm an octopus. I could wrap all 8 of them in a cobweb and turn their lives inside out just for the hell of it, but I don't, and I just wish that someone would notice that I'm not like that. Is this happening too fast? He's already made me dinner more than once, but it's different, or is it just me looking way too deep into what I already asked for, I think? Now I know I'm crazy. The day's over and I'm still waiting. I'm still hoping that he might send me something, but no, never, never, and now I know better. He's not like that either. He won't bother me like a fucking weasel, cause he knows he doesn't have to. I just need to put up with 5 other assholes. I hope that one of them turns into lesser one after a big plastic hassle. What if I just asked him now? Asked him what? I have no idea. I can't even think of where to start. I can't ignore what he said before. I still have nothing to say to that, so I don't want to be a flaky bitch and act like I didn't notice it. I could just ask if he still wants to talk, but then I still have no idea what I'd say on that long walk. I'd just make it worse. At least this way I can think of what to say first. No, nothing yet, and I'm about to go out and collect a stray pet. No, I'm not doing that either, it's just a thought. I'd still rather be alone than with some asshole from the bar. And the one I really want, he doesn't even have a car. It might be kinda cool to be the one driving around in mine if he called, but no, never, never, and I know better. I've never been this upsetter before. I'm crying all over my new sweater. I can't even drive like this. I need to pull over and start breathing again before I drop dead or run into an ambulance looking for a therapist. Oh god, I just realized, better yet, let's say I theorized. This'll never end, every single day. I'm not going anywhere, I came here to stay. What if maybe this actually blew over and one day we just talked about it anyway? He did say hi again today. I think he was trying to make sure I knew it wasn't a big deal and that he was still okay, but who the fuck knows? I'm going insane! Alright, I'm cool again. Just needed 5 of 10, now I'm on the road, back to my little home, and I know I'm alone, but I still feel strong, and maybe, just maybe, this won't be the end of the weirdest fucking bond I've ever thought I might have wanted. I never knew what love was before this even started, so who knows, maybe I just tripped over it. Shit, you know, I actually feel pretty good now. It hasn't even been that long and we're cool somehow. I even slept like a baby that night just thinking about it. What the fuck is wrong with me? Is that another woman I see the next week? I can't even ask. It might just be one of his friends, you know, from now or the past. Who knows? Someone who just said, sure, I'll talk to you like a normal fucking person when someone asks. Or not in my case. Oh, I'm gonna kill that bitch or just punch her in the face. Nah, she seems nice, and it's probably just his friend. Even his Facebook says he's still single in the end. Okay, now I'm insane, and I shouldn't even pretend anymore. No, fuck that. Fuck it, I won't quit. I'll just keep looking anyway, since I know he won't be far in any case. I can't even force him to get closer or go further away, so let's just see if anyone else can take his place.